Some people do not come into your life to love you. They come to study your softness. They watch how fast you reply. How often do you forgive? How easily you explain yourself? How hard do you work for crumbs? And once they learn your pattern, they stop seeing you as a person. They see you as access. Access to your time, your energy, your money, your peace. That's the part nobody says out loud. We like to believe people are honest. But Machiavelli, Sun Tzu, and even Nietzsche in his own harsh way, all pointed at the same ugly truth, just from different roads. If you do not understand power, power will be used on you. And at the end of this video, you will learn how to spot the people who are quietly draining you, why kindness alone keeps you trapped, and the one shift that makes users lose their grip on you. Stay with me, because the cure is not becoming cold. It's becoming clear. This video will teach you how to see manipulation before it costs you your peace, how to stop rewarding people who only show up when they need something, and how to build the kind of presence that makes hidden users nervous. Most people miss this because they only look for obvious evil. But real manipulation rarely comes wearing horns. It comes smiling, it comes polite, it comes needy, it comes familiar. And if you miss the pattern, you won't just lose people, you'll lose years. If you've ever felt drained after helping the wrong person, this video is exactly about that. Because the most dangerous users do not look dangerous at first, and most people realize it too late. Watch to the end, and you'll learn the exact pattern that exposes hidden users and how to stop being the easiest target in the room. And real quick, if you've ever helped someone, trusted someone, or stayed loyal to someone and later realized they were only using you, then this video is for you. Most people never learn this pattern until after the damage is done. So watch this all the way through, because by the end, you'll know how to spot the trap early and protect your peace without losing your heart. Before people use your hands, they study your heart. That is what this part is about. Let's start with the first lie. Most people think users are obvious. They expect arrogance. They expect disrespect. They expect some cartoon villain energy. But that's not how it works. The smartest users do not come to you with pressure first. They come with comfort. They make you feel chosen, seen, special, useful, and that last one is the trap. Because being useful feels good at first. It feels like purpose. It feels like closeness. It feels like love, respect, or opportunity. But sometimes what feels like a connection is just access with a warm voice. Machiavelli understood that people wear appearances like armor. He knew that what protects them is not always the truth, but the image. Sun Tzu would say a smart enemy does not attack where you are hard. He attacks where you are open. And Nietzsche would push it even deeper. He would ask, what hunger inside you makes you easy to control? That question matters, because the user's trick is only half the story. The other half is your wound. Maybe you want to be needed. Maybe you fear being alone. Maybe you were praised your whole life for being the helpful one, the mature one, the one who always understands. So now, when someone shows up with chaos in their hands and need in their voice, you step in without thinking. Not because you are weak, because your identity is tied to rescuing. That's why users love kind people with no boundaries. You do the job before they even ask twice. Think about the coworker who only texts when they need help. The friend who disappears when you are down but comes alive when they need money. The person you love who gives you just enough warmth to keep you loyal, but never enough truth to make you safe. That is not confusion. That is a system. And the scariest part is this. The more you explain their behavior for them, the deeper you step into the trap. You say maybe they are stressed. Maybe they are busy. Maybe they had a rough childhood. Maybe they mean well. Maybe. But your peace is still bleeding. This is where the loop begins. You confuse understanding someone with excusing them. You confuse patience with self-betrayal. You confuse loyalty with silence. That is how good people slowly get emptied. If you've ever met someone who looked safe at first, but later drained your peace, comment, mask off. Part 2. Why good people stay too long, the loop. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. The reason you stay is not always love. Sometimes it's conditioning. This part is about the loop that keeps good people trapped. Because once the mask slips, most people think the story should end there. You saw the signs. You felt the drain. You noticed the pattern, so why stay? Why keep answering? Why keep explaining? Why keep helping? Why keep hoping? Because the trap is not only around you, it is inside you. A lot of people were trained, not taught, trained to earn love through effort. Be good. Be easy. Be patient. Do not be difficult. Do not ask for too much. Do not make people uncomfortable. The training follows you into adult life like a ghost. So when someone disrespects you, you do not always leave. You work harder. You explain better. You become softer. You try to deserve what should have been freely given. That is the loop. Money loop. You keep giving discounts, extra work, free help because you want to seem valuable. Relationship loop. You keep forgiving because you fear losing the bond more than losing yourself. Self-worth loop. You let people define your value, then wonder why you feel empty. This is why a mixed thinker lens matters. If you only listen to Machiavelli, you may become too suspicious. If you only listen to spiritual softness, you may become too open. If you only listen to pain, you may become bitter. But when you bring the thinkers together, the picture gets sharper. Machiavelli teaches you image and power. Sun Tzu teaches timing and terrain. Nietzsche teaches you to question the weak story living inside you. And spiritual truth reminds you that peace without wisdom becomes self-harm. That combination is dangerous in a good way because then you stop asking, why are they doing this to me? And start asking, why have I made this so easy? That question hurts, but it heals. Let me make it real. A young guy works hard, always available, always loyal. His boss piles work on him because he never pushes back. His friends borrow and delay. His girl only gets soft when she senses he's pulling away. He calls himself patient. He calls himself loving. He calls himself humble. But the truth? Everybody around him has learned the same thing. He can be stretched, and he will still stay. That is not humility. That is unprotected value. And once people learn they can use you without consequences, they do not stop from guilt. They stop from resistance. If this part hit your chest, comment, no more loops. Part 3. Machiavelli's Cure, Quiet Power. So what is the cure? Not rage, not revenge, not becoming evil. The cure is quite powerful. This is the part most people need, because once you wake up, the first temptation is to swing too far, to become cold, sharp, hard to reach, hard to trust. That feels powerful for a moment, but that is not mastery. That is pain wearing armor. Machiavelli's real lesson was not, be cruel. It was, understand what kind of world you are standing in. That is different. The cure begins with 3 moves. First, reduce access. Not everybody deserves your full heart, full schedule, full attention, or full explanation. Your energy should not be public property. Users survive on easy access. Late replies disturb them. Boundaries expose them. Silence frustrates them. Why? Because when they cannot pull you quickly, they lose control of the rhythm. Second, stop over-explaining. The more you explain, the more material you hand over. A manipulator can twist your reasons, attack your tone, or turn your honesty into guilt. A simple no is often stronger than a long speech. A calm pause is often stronger than a defense. The person who needs endless access to your reasons usually does not respect your right to choose. Third, make your value harder to reach. Not fake, not arrogant, just clear. Clear standards, clear limits, clear consequences. Sun Tzu would tell you that battles are won before they begin. That means your setup matters more than your reaction. If you build a life where disrespect costs people access, most weak games never get far. And here's the spiritual scientific side of it. Your brain learns from what you allow. Every time you betray yourself to keep someone, your nervous system gets trained to accept pain as normal. But every time you hold a boundary and survive the discomfort, your system learns safety and truth. That is huge. You are not just changing a social habit. You are changing the meaning of self-respect in your body. Now let's make this plain. The cure is not proving your worth louder. The cure is behaving like your worth is already settled. That changes how you speak, how you text, how you negotiate, how you love, how you leave. And once that shift happens, something wild begins. The same people who loved your softness start calling you different, distant, hard, changed, good. That usually means the old version of you is no longer easy to use. If you're done explaining yourself to people who benefit from your confusion, write in the comment, quiet power, and stay tuned for the next part. Part 4. The day the pattern broke. Let me show you what this looks like in real life, because theory means nothing until it costs you something. There was a season in my life when I thought being solid was enough. Show up, do right, stay loyal, work hard, do not complain. I thought that if I stayed true long enough, people would meet me with the same weight. But that is not how it played out. I started noticing a pattern. Some people only called when they needed help. Some only respected my time when I started pulling it back. Some only got kind when they felt me slipping away. That messed with me. Because for a while, I kept trying to solve it with more goodness, more patience, more understanding, more effort, and it kept costing me peace, time, money, mental energy. Then one day the pattern became impossible to ignore. I remember sitting there drained, replaying conversations, replaying favors, replaying excuses I had made for people. And the truth landed hard. I was not just being used. I was participating in my own use. That was the turning point. Not because I hated them, because I finally saw me. I saw how often I answered fast to feel important. How often I stayed available to avoid feeling rejected. How often I ignored disrespect because I wanted the story to end nicely. That day, I made a quiet rule. If someone only values me when I am useful, they lose access to me. Not with drama, not with speeches, with distance. And distance changed everything. Some people vanished. That told me enough. Some got angry. That told me more. A few adjusted. That told me who was real. That is the scary truth. Boundaries do not just protect you. They reveal people. That is why so many avoid them. Because once you stop overgiving, you cannot unsee who was only there for what you gave. But that is also freedom. Because now your life stops being a rescue mission. Now your relationships become clearer. Now your money gets more guarded. Now your self-worth stops begging for proof. And this is where all the thinkers meet. Machiavelli says protect your position. Sun Tzu says do not fight on bad ground. Nietzsche says become who you are, not who fear trained you to be. And wisdom says peace without truth is fake peace. So the pattern broke the day I stopped asking, how do I keep them? And started asking, why am I available to what harms me? That question changed my life. So, if you're ready to stop being easy to use, comment, pattern broken the cure. So let's close this the right way. You are not crazy for feeling drained. You are not weak for being kind. You are not foolish for wanting to believe the best in people. But if you keep offering loyalty where there is no honor, patience where there is no growth, and access where there is no respect, the loop will keep repeating. That is the real danger. The cure Machiavelli knew was never just power over others. It was power over access, power over timing, power over self-betrayal. That is what breaks the loop. Not noise, not revenge, not becoming someone dark and empty. Just clear eyes, strong boundaries, and a value system that no longer depends on being needed. At the start of this video, I told you some people do not enter your life to love you. They come to study your softness. Now you know the answer. Let them study all they want. They should no longer find an unlocked door. If this video gave language to something you've been feeling but couldn't explain, subscribe and stay in the loop breaker zone. And if you want me to make the next chapter on why good people get crushed or stop explaining yourself, comment the word. That tells me you're ready for the next level. And if this topic says something to you, stay tuned for the next video. Kindness won't save you. It connects directly to this one, and it will show you why good hearts suffer when they have no strategy. Remember this, your heart can stay clean, but your boundaries must grow teeth.